That's why I don't like somebody who doesn't have a stand-up mirror in their house. How am I supposed to check my butthole for you?
That's so true. It needs to be full length.
How am I supposed to make sure there's no toilet paper in my pussy flaps for you without a full-length mirror? If this isn't a good advertisement to get a full-length mirror, guys, I don't know what is.
Yeah, she wants to see her pussy flaps. All right, well, we're rolling. It's hot girl summer. We're feeling hot.
Is it hot girl summer?
It's hot girl summer. We're single.
When does summer officially start?
As soon as it goes over 100 degrees in Texas.
Oh, it's been hot girl summer then.
It's been hot girl summer.
What is hot girl summer? It's just sweaty and covered in butt pimples? Because that's what hot girl summer is to me.
Hot girl summer is just sweat. It's not having fun on boats, on yachts. We're not in Miami. Let's get realistic, ladies.
I have to get back in the gym. I'm getting back in the gym and working out. I've been doing like at-home workouts. I'm like, if I'm going to watch TV, I have to do something. Or I'll like clean a little bit and then I'll do 10 squats. Just to get my muscles working because it's been that long.
I know. I've been walking more, which feels good. It's just so fucking hot. You can't walk for that long.
It wasn't this hot in Miami either. Here it is. I'm like, this is why I don't see any Jews in Texas. We're having PTSD from our ancestors.
Were the showers hot or cold?
You've never heard about throwing in the oven?
Oh. I don't know. I'm just trying to get laid this summer.
Are you?
Become a nun. I haven't had sex.
Well, wait, hold on. You're trying to become a nun or you're trying to get laid?
No, I'm already a nun. I haven't gotten laid.
It's been like 2 weeks, Emily.
It's been 3 weeks.
Okay.
And that's unacceptable in this current economy.
What?
I'm a hot commodity. And you're not going to fuck me every day. You're done. You're done. You're canceled. You're out.
You're like the celibate queen, though.
I'm a celibate queen.
Say it again.
I'm a celibate queen. I'm a celibate queen. I did agree to go on a date, though.
Really? With who?
Some guy.
From the internet?
I met him in person.
Okay, so a comic. God, I know you too well. I know you too well.
No comics. I would never.
Yeah, I thought about it, and then I don't know. I'm just like in focus mode. I kind of want to just go back to like I'm enjoying my peace and like just what I need to do. That's all I have time for.
I love my peace.
It's so nice.
I don't think I have peace. I don't think I've ever actually known peace.
Are you talking about that in therapy?
No.
Write it down.
Right,
I'm going to start saying
doc.
write it down for the things we got to work on instead of jokes. Instead of someone saying something funny, it's like they say something that concerns you. So it's like write it down and talk about it in therapy.
All right, self-sabotage. Let's go. Never knowing peace. Whatever.
The worst part is it's not only like self-sabotaging, and sometimes you're aware you're self-sabotaging, but then sometimes you don't trust not you, but anybody listening.
No, yeah.
Like you don't trust your decisions. So you can't tell if you're self-sabotaging or making the right decision. Does that make sense?
No, that's what I'm currently
struggle with
going
that.
through. And I'm trying to remember that people's actions will show you.
But what do our actions show us?
That we break promises to ourselves. And we are not to be trusted because we self-abandon.
Yeah. I said to somebody, and I was just like, you're only going to be able to love to the capacity that you love yourself. If you're not feeling adequate in your own life, then you're going to project that onto people. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff we're feeling internally, you're going to project onto every relationship.
Yes. And if you don't even realize you got shit to work through until you're working through it and then something hurts. And you're like, oh, that struck a chord I didn't even know was there.
And I think it's okay to not be okay during those times when they come up. And it doesn't mean we're not like healed or haven't worked through it. It's just that it hasn't come up lately. It's like you get used to going to the gym often. And then the first time back after a while, it hurts a little. But you know what to do.
Yeah. At least you're getting yourself out there. You're putting your best foot forward.
Yeah.
And that's all you can do. I don't like how that bitch is staring at me.
Hey.
Hey.
She's a little psycho.
She looks insane. Okay, but I thought we could talk about, like, it's hot as fuck in Texas. Where are good first dates that you could go during the summer?
Somewhere that has access to the AC, but also the sunshine.
Okay, so an indoor outdoor. I was thinking like an evening music festival. They have a lot of those like free concerts in Texas. If you go at night when it's a little bit colder.
Every Thursday, there's called, I was going to say the pull up or something. It's called the something or the, I don't know. And it's a free concert outside every Thursday night for the rest of the summer. And it's like awesome. In a little amphitheater. Everyone brings up their own chairs, a little blanket, a little charcuterie.
Oh, do a little picnic. That would be such a cute date.
If a guy was like, I got us, some wine, some snacks, and brought like a little picnic and set up chairs, I'm thinking about sucking his dick.
I might not do it, but I'm thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, I feel like anything on the water is perfect for summer.
Mm-hmm. And
a little paddle board.
I mean, I guess a good boat day. I think group activities are also fun. Like a date where you're like, we're all going to go do this. I'm bring my friends, you bring yours. I think group dates are the best dates.
I agree, because then you get to see them with their friends, and you get angrier around your friends than you do like with the person you're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see their true personality.
Yeah, and also it just takes the pressure off. There's a lot of pressure. I realize I suck at eye contact.
I do too.
I had a guy call me out on that.
Really?
Yeah, and they were like, they were like, you have good eye contact, but I can see sometimes you go away. And then they were like, I went on a date with a girl, and he goes, I literally had to like turn her face and be like, hey, look at me. And I was like, oh, damn, that's me.
When we were in New York and we saw a New York guy, he was like, I know I have to come in not weird because I know you're going to be weird. And if I'm weird, you're going to match my weird. I was
Who's New York guy? Oh, I wouldn't even have considered him New York guy. I'd consider him
guy. But yeah, no, I'm definitely
my twin.
Your twin?
My evil twin.
Twinum. I have too many twinums of you.
It's very weird.
Suspicious. Very suspicious. I don't know if I trust you.
Well, I had another best friend named Emily. Bleep that. Yeah, I had another best friend, Emily. I'm trying to think of what the lineup. I'm not seeing doppelgangers of you. I get doppelgangers of she who shall not be named. The bad one.
Your mother?
No. You just said it into
bleep that.
She goes like this and says it right into the mic.
But her?
Yeah.
Friends like her?
Yeah, have you noticed I keep finding girls that are similar? Like
I did say that.
Yeah.
I did say that.
And I start to like be aware of it now.
But
and
I think
I'm like,
it's less about her
me?
personality now. Like they're becoming nicer as you evolve.
Yeah.
Each evolution is a little bit safer.
Or are they?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm safe at all.
You don't feel safe?
No. Does anyone feel safe?
There's got to be people out there who feel safe every day. They're just secure. They just wake up and they're like, I'm good.
I feel like there's less than we think. Also, there's a whole other world out there when it comes to money that we don't even know, and they're living in a different world. Kind of like when we were in influencer world. It was not the current reality in which we're living in. We were in a dream world.
It's yeah.
It feels like a fever dream.
How do I get out of it?
Well, we're not in the fever dream anymore. We're back in a reality, and I want to go back to the fever dream. Take me away.
Oh, I feel like I'm not in reality.
Yeah, I've felt that for a while.
It feels very weird what we're going through and like experiencing as people. I don't know. I did shrooms at Creek yesterday.
Oh, maybe that's why you don't feel grounded in reality.
No, I felt this before the shrooms and during and after. But I did shrooms at Creek, and looks at me and goes, yeah, you're on shrooms. And he goes, and I jumped. I went to do like the people's elbow to Brent, and I jumped off a chair and I landed on somebody's nose. I jumped on his nose, and he gets up and he's like, oh my God, what the fuck? And I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know, like, there were notes on the chair. It was a white chair and white paper. I didn't see. And he came up to me and he was like, hey, I know you didn't mean to do that. We're good. And I was like, thank you so much, because I was freaking out. I always think you hate me. I still think you hate me. But thank you for admitting that I really didn't mean to do that. That was like a good moment.
That's nice.
Yeah. But then everyone else was looking at me like I was weird, and they kept trying to get me to stay. And I was like, I'm being fucking weird right now. And Lemire was like, you're fine. I don't know. I felt very uncomfortable. There's so many people there and so much social dynamics in play.
It never feels weird when I'm sober. I can read the social situation so well. Sometimes I just don't. That's like the hard part, is I don't want to. It's not that we're numb to reality. We don't want to feel reality. And when we don't want to feel reality, it's because we're avoiding feelings. And numbness isn't the lack of feelings. I just saw a TikTok on this.
Much.
It's the overwhelm of feeling.
It's everything hitting so you can't even feel.
Or it's a shutdown. So you have to allow yourself pinpoint certain emotions. Feel it. Let it go. Because it's like you're constipated with emotion.
I am. I really am.
And that makes you actually constipated.
No, it makes me loose.
Well,
I can't be loose elsewhere, so my butthole's loose. And my intestines are loose. That's disgusting. I'm so sorry. I've been realizing lately that when I'm asking friends for advice, none of my friends I should be asking for advice. And none of them should be asking me for advice. Because we be asking advice from the blind leading the fucking blind. Mm-hmm. None of us have a goddamn clue what is going on in this world. None of us are like married or happy or any of those things.
I'm asking my friends. You mean you're asking other comics?
Yeah, those are all my friends.
Yeah. We can't ask any of them for advice. We need to refer them to a specialist, a professional.
That's why everyone needs to have a therapist friend. Don't go to them for everything. But big things where they can like set you on the right realities. Yeah, that's where you need a therapist friend. I really think me and my therapist would be besties if I hadn't hired him.
Maybe you could fire him. You're like, I think you'd be better as my friend. She'd be like, I don't think so.
He's actually, I think you need me right now.
Yeah, I think we have a good dynamic. And then he fires you. He's like, it got too personal.
You're overstepping boundaries, dude. I would.
Well, don't say that either. Yeah, 5150.
I know he's already concerned about me. Please bleep that. If I die, I wasn't suicidal.
It was Diddy.
Fuck, he freaked me off. Okay.
Where are you going?
All right, I found a list of insane sex acts, and I thought we could do, like, I say the name of it, and you try to guess what it is.
Okay.
The Mexican pancake. What do you think a Mexican pancake is?
A big Mexican chick.
A torta.
Yeah, torta. Climbs on top of you, dick inside, and then just belly flops onto you.
I see why you would think that.
And you come when the breath is taken out of you.
Okay. It's actually much tamer than that.
No torta included?
No torta included. It's when a man comes on a woman's face, lets it dry like a mask, and then peels it off and feeds it to her. I spoke too soon about the tame part.
That's disgusting.
That's foul. I made my girl some Mexican pancake this morning and she loved it. Oh, this one's foul.
Okay.
A sour apple smoothie.
Stop. I don't like it already. A sour apple smoothie has to do with cum. That's sour. You chug a Mountain Dew and cum. I don't know. Something in your mouth. Stop. Okay.
A sour apple smoothie is when you eat out a girl infected with syphilis and she queefs, causing green liquid or pus to ooze out of her vagina into your mouth. And because this is extremely sickening, you vomit all over her vagina, but still continue to eat her out.
I feel like a fucked up, sick, twisted dude came up with this. He's never ate a pussy and he has no idea. Do you ooze green liquid out when you have syphilis?
I have no idea.
Who knows that? Who wrote that? A weirdo.
What the
Who's like, I won't get pussy, that he's fantasized about the worst pussy you'd have to get.
He wants that Christopher Columbus pussy?
Ew.
That's disgusting.
That gangrene pussy, apparently.
I ate out this girl and she had syphilis, so I ended up getting a sour apples
That's disgusting.
smoothie.
That's disgusting.
Okay.
I don't think anyone can continue their day after hearing that.
This is the first 10 minutes of the episode.
I'm going celibate. I'm going celibate.
No, I think it's time. Okay. I need a second.
Bring back Vanilla Missionary.
Oh my God. Can we please have eye contact? I'm literally sweating. Wolf bagging.
Wolf bagging?
This is an elaborate act.
Does it have to do with asshole pubes?
You're getting warm. You're warm.
Wolf bagging? It's a prolapsed asshole and they cover a dick with it.
Dude, I fucking wish.
What is it?
It's, oh my God. One person eats a piece of raw bacon with a string still attached to it. Then the string hangs out of the mouth of the person who will be the anal recipient. As the anal sex starts to get steamy, the anal giver yanks the piece of string, causing the receiver to vomit up the piece of bacon. As the receiver vomits, the muscles of their anus tightly clench, giving exquisite sensations to the dick of the anal giver. My partner loves to eat raw bacon, so we decided to try out wolf bagging, and it was the best feeling ever.
We can never get those 20 seconds back.
I had no idea that people can think of these things.
Emily goes, don't worry, I planned out the episode, guys.
Wait, you read me one and then I want to guess. I haven't read all of these.
Okay, what's an alligator fuckhouse?
Okay, you're in Florida. You baste a woman's vagina with
swamp. It sounds exactly like it is.
An alligator
The information that you would know about alligators.
You run in a zigzag formation into a woman's vagina and then roll around and choke her out while you're inside her.
Yeah. So this act requires some agility and strength, as you would need if you're going to grapple with an alligator. This very daring and physical maneuver requires you to stop in the middle of your intercourse. Then one person bites the neck of their partner, locks their arms and legs down, and goes into a death roll on the bed or on the floor, all while maintaining the penetration. What's that scar on your neck? Oh, this? My husband and I tried out this alligator fuckhouse, and I came so hard. We're going to do it again.
That's not bad.
Who comes up with these?
I could get behind that one. Okay. Should we do two more?
Yeah, the Charizard.
The Charizard? Okay, fire. No fire?
Fire isn't. There's fire included in this one.
Okay, wait. Okay, you Charmander, like evolution. Okay, so maybe you burn somebody's skin so badly and then you peel the burnt skin off so they evolve into a new person and then you fuck the raw skin.
So, what do you watch on TV, girl?
Dexter.
If you're having sex with a girl with an unbelievable amount of pubic hair, you give her a Charizard. It's when you light her pubes on fire as you're about to come. And then you put out some of the fire with your cum. And then you run out of the room screaming, "You don't have enough badges to train me."
Okay, and you just leave her burning?
Yeah.
Well, guys, that was our newest segment. Guess that sex act. What the did you read Space Doc Fondue?
No.
There's nothing more indulgent and refined than fondue. At least not when you do the Space Doc Fondue. This is generally reserved for parties, in which one girl is the fondue pot. One male with watery diarrhea should have taken a laxative.
All right, we're done here.
Shits into
we're done.
And then they dip their pole into the fondue.
No!
Like
Fondue
a
of diarrhea?
choco-coated banana is the last word in that sentence.
That's on the dark web somewhere, I bet. That's the shit they do in Dubai.
Oh, God.
We're going to need a deep breath. Guys, go to your partner today. Thank them for being normal. And pray that their internet search history doesn't include anything we just mentioned.
And if they do, divorce them immediately. Okay. All right. That goes right into our next segment.
Jesus.
What's in your search history? If the FBI checked your search history right now, would you be single, celibate, or in custody?
You
hesitated too long.
Single?
Single?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know, maybe you're looking up like how to break up with your partner without hurting their feelings. Or maybe you're looking up how to get laid and you'd be celibate. What does your search history reveal about you?
Not much.
You delete it every day.
No, but I'll look up like the randomest things and I'll re-look them up because I forget. Like I think I look up STDs once a week. Someone else brings it up and then I'm like telling them about something, so I look something up, or I'm like, what is this pimple? It's just a pimple.
It's
It's
okay. So you Google what questions that doctors should be able to provide if our medical system wasn't fucked up?
Yeah, I am always looking up medical stuff, like what's wrong with my legs? Why is blood pooling when I am in the shower?
Why is my hair red?
Yeah, things like that.
I feel like I look up stupid stuff, like how do airplanes stay up?
Yeah, oh, think of the stuff I like just randomly Google out when I'm having a conversation. People are like, what's that information? They'd be like, they have no idea what I was looking up or interested in because the Google searches are so random.
What are my Google searches?
But would I want someone to see my Google searches? Absolutely not.
No, they're too revealing.
Yeah.
Mine are good though recently. It's all like GNC, L-theanine products.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, she's having a hot girl summer.
She's trying to have a hot girl summer.
Mine are like, am I being gaslit or am I gaslighting?
I remember I once called it
I'm Googling, am I a narcissist? And they're like, a narcissist wouldn't Google that.
It sounds like my therapist. I called like an abuse hotline when I was with my ex, and he saw the text to the abuse hotline. He was like, Emily, I'm not abusing you. And I was like, are you sure? Because I feel like you might be.
Why did you feel that way?
It was verbal.
Not the one, not my twin. My other twin?
Yeah, twin him.
Really?
That was when I almost moved to LA. I was in LA and he was being mean. And I was like, well, I'm being abused, so I'm never leaving LA and I'm staying out here. I was like, I'm going to send for my stuff. Who am I? Audrey Hepburn? Send for my stuff? I had $2.
That's what I'm saying. We were living in a different reality.
Once you're in Long Beach, Cali, you're like, oh, this is the good life.
Or like a Malibu in a mansion. I'm like, I feel like I should have just been born rich.
I should have been born rich. Think about that every day. I would do rich so right.
Yeah, we were like middle class, well off, but like for a little bit until it went bad, till the dark times. But not like we didn't have a boat.
No.
You know what I mean?
Not even like a little
We lived on the water and we didn't even have a boat.
That's sad.
So like, how rich were we?
I lived on the beach across from a yacht club and I didn't have a boat.
I feel like having a boat is a good indicator if you have money or not.
Yeah.
And then I always see poor people who have boats too sometimes because like the boat's their life. Boating is life, man. Salt life. And I don't understand because so much money goes into maintaining a boat.
I'd buy like a rowboat.
That's too much work for me.
Yeah, I'd probably give up after one day. Be like, well, that was fun.
What if I got a boat?
What type of boat?
Like a little boat like that.
You just said it was too much work.
No. But like, what if I got an inflatable? Can't you get like inflatable pontoons?
Yeah.
That's probably so much cheaper than an actual pontoon.
I don't even know what a pontoon is.
It's the ones that you just like sit on.
Oh, okay, like a shell.
Like it's just like flat. It's a flat boat.
It's just a flat boat.
Yeah, it doesn't go fast or anything. It's more for hanging.
I want a boat. Do you think I'll be happier if I was fishing?
No.
Zacho seems happy. He fishes. He doesn't catch anything, but he fishes.
Well, you just have to do something like that for yourself, like art or reading or something. I think you should get back into fighting.
I should. Zach at the mothership was like, come on Thursday at 2.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I cut my nails down, so I'm going to start fighting Navy SEALs.
Well, I'll watch. I'll go to your
Oh, you'll
meets.
come?
Are they meets?
Oh, if I start competing, yeah.
It's called a meet?
I guess.
That's
like a competition, maybe? A fight?
We'd call it meet. I guess a fight. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Not for BJ. I don't know. What is it called?
Because it's like a wrestling meet.
Yeah, so it's a meet.
Yeah.
They could do that in gymnastics too. Like I'm going to a meet this weekend. Is it MEET?
Yeah. Like I'm meeting you at the meet.
Meet.
I think I should start a swim team and try to make it to the Olympics.
You have a lot of ambitions.
And not a lot of energy.
I think we should start by just working out.
Yeah.
1 class a week or something.
I got overnight shipping for my NAC and my L-theanine and my L-glutamine.
We're working on ourselves. I haven't bought a vape in over a week.
Wow. Me either.
And I've just been hitting other people's here and there. This one is literally on 0, so we're just like getting the fixation of hitting it, but it's not actually a vape. And I'm surprisingly handling it way better this time. Okay, wait, we did get a voicemail. I think halfway through the episode's a good time to play it.
We got a voicemail?
We got a voicemail. If you guys want to leave us a voicemail, leave us one at 857-271-9663. Hit it, Emily.
857-271-9663. That's 2 girls, 1 blunt.
857-271-9663. For all your dirty pleasures, call 2 girls, 1 blunt.
Oh, wow.
And we'll expose whatever you say on the internet.
I'm gonna start the shit on hot house. Like one time, my boyfriend Phoenix Lewis from West Manchester, Ohio, I full on ate his ass, but didn't realize that he hasn't took a shower in 2 weeks. And then as I was eating him out, he farted in my mouth, and he didn't text me in over a year. So that's my tea. And yeah, that's basically it. I appreciate it.
He really needed to get that out.
He needed to get that off his chest. He said his boyfriend, and he named him.
Oh.
He ate his ass, and he hadn't like washed his ass. And as he kept eating it apparently, and then as he was eating it, the guy farted in his mouth, and then ghosted him and hasn't texted him back in a year.
I think I would do the same thing. I don't know if I could recover from that. I think I would have to ghost you forever.
Yeah, you're like, this is your fault now. I didn't wash my ass, but I can't face you either.
No, I could never face somebody who saw my dirty butt.
And still proceeded to eat it. Do you
That's
respect
disgusting.
that person?
No, why are you eating my dirty ass? Tell me I'm dirty.
Sometimes I've wiped and it's clean, and then I've bent over and I go, oh,
Uh-oh.
it's not.
It's not clean. That's why we need to get bidets.
That's why I don't like somebody who doesn't have a stand-up mirror in their house. How am I supposed to check my butthole for you?
That's so true. It needs to be full length.
How am I supposed to make sure there's no toilet paper in my pussy flaps for you without a full-length mirror? If this isn't a good advertisement to get a full-length mirror, guys, I don't know what is.
Yeah, she wants to see her pussy flaps.
I want to see my pussy flaps.
Yeah.
Just clean and in the breeze.
Pristine, clean, pristine pussy flaps. Okay, but if I was that guy and I got my mouth farted in, and then someone just ghosted me, didn't speak to me he said for a year though. Like, did he respond after a year?
No, I think it happened a year ago.
Okay.
Oh, well.
I was just thinking, like, the guy hits him up after a year. He's like, hey, I'm so sorry. I've had time to process the moment. I just want to let you know we're broken up.
He's like, I got into therapy after.
He had to do intense rejection therapy.
Imagine ghosting someone to break up with them.
That's so fucked up.
And not even just telling them, like imagine it's like you wake up one day and your partner never speaks to you again and you don't know why. God, that would haunt me.
It's happening to me right now.
No, it's not.
It is. And that's okay. I'm accepting. I'm mindful. I'm grateful for where I'm at.
I don't think that's what's happening. I think your trauma is clouding your judgment and getting in the way. And you're viewing it from a lens of trauma versus what's actually happening. So you're not even
I texted my therapy friend.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I think you might be right. I did include that you said I might be self-sabotaging. And then I said, Jamie might be right. I have been doing that lately. So that is also valid. But she validated me and she was like, let it lie. Let it lie.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's as big and dramatic. You could just, if you are focused on you, none of this will matter and it will come together as it needs to.
Cheers to
that.
If
it needs to.
If it needs to.
And I am a great example of why taking your time to go into something and figuring out if it's for you is the right move. Even though we want to just run into it. I miss my family.
Really?
No, I miss the idea of having one. Anyways, back to you.
Back to me. Oh God. All right, so we watched Bad Thoughts on Netflix by Tom Segura.
I didn't finish it.
I didn't finish it either. I'm like 2 episodes in?
Yeah, I'm a couple episodes in.
It was really good so far.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Very funny. I like that we're talking about intrusive thoughts because people don't talk about those, but I have them all the time.
Oh, all the time.
And they're nonstop. And they are probably worse than the ones on bad thoughts. They're definitely worse. They're way more fucked up. But I like that he's like opening that conversation through comedy about mental health.
Yeah, and just intrusive thoughts. I think it's because like you couldn't operate as a good person in real life, and then your brain and inside your brain could be so fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think of the most like crazy shit, and not because I'm thinking like I want it. It will pop in my head, and then my brain just will be like, "Let's go down this rabbit hole." And before I know it, I'm like, "Why am I having intrusive thoughts?"
But I don't even want those intrusive thoughts, and they're not reflective of who I am.
No, you're like, I'm gonna push this puppy into the river.
Yeah, why would I want to do that?
No one will ever do it. But if you see something standing at the edge of a river, no matter what it is, could be your mom, could be a rock, could be your best friend,
All right.
could be a baby,
Could be a baby. Who's
be a
your best
cat.
friend? Lola, watch out.
and your brain's gonna say, "Kick it, Emily,
Shove him in.
kick it, Emily, just do it."
Jump off the
Just
bridge
do it.
right now. You're a pussy. You won't. Kill that baby.
Your mom raised a bitch.
That is true. That part is true.
Oh yeah, my mom raised a bitch.
No, she raised a nice lady, which is surprising considering she's a bitch.
Well, isn't that how nice people are raised? Through the pits of hell.
You think it's like how two
Darkness.
uglies make it pretty? Do you think two bitches make it nice?
Yes. I just saw the most insane TikTok, and it was like so happy my parents like got together and made me, and they were not lookers. They were not lookers,
The Zendaya effect.
and they were weird looking. And the daughter was gorgeous.
Was
it
it
was like perfect. Like
Was
her,
it, is a guy with a facial deformity?
it was something like that. And
I
a
think I
blonde
saw
chick.
that one. No, dark hair. Different. Okay.
Yeah. And I was just like, whoa. And I remember we used to have a pretty guy growing up, and his parents weren't lookers either, but they like crafted such a beautiful specimen. And I always used to be like, there's hope for my children.
Now you're hot.
It's not a good thing.
Oh, because you want pretty kids.
Yeah, what if my kid turns out ugly?
I think if a pretty person dates an ugly person, the kid normally is pretty. There's got to be at least one uggo in the mix. Do two pretties
I've seen
make it
some
pretty?
uggos making uggos, continuously make uggos.
I've seen that
I've
too.
seen a family of uggos.
That's a lot of people from my high school.
Yeah.
So really, there's no hope for any of us. Anyone could have an ugly kid.
Yeah.
And I live in fear of that every day.
That's why I just can't have kids.
Yeah.
Because what if it's ugly? I'll have to abandon it.
Can't put that into the world.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like, oh, I wanted to be a mother until right now. There's people listening and they're so mad.
Probably because some of them are ugly. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but it's been like a weird, ugly babies freak me out. I wouldn't want to touch it.
I don't like ugly babies.
But would your baby be ugly to you? Like, I swear you have to know your baby's ugly. Like, how
Or
do you not
so
know your baby's
blinded
ugly?
by love and hormones that you're just like, oh no, he's beautiful.
Well, it's beautiful, the idea of it and how it was created.
But the execution
yeah, their quality control
was
in the
off.
sperm factory was sperm factory.
Sperm
In the
factory.
Sperm factory was off.
You know how they say like the sperm is always the best one to reach the egg?
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe
that means
that's
there's a lot of bad out there.
maybe that's not true. Maybe it's the one who's like the other ones gave up.
It's like the turtle. The turtle
What
and
if
the
the
hare.
good sperm saw the egg and they go, fuck no, that's a bad egg. And then they turn the other way. And then one desperate little sperm is like, I will do it.
What if I only have like evil eggs left?
Is this an intrusive thought you have?
No, but what if it's true? What if I only have like the bad ones?
There should be a sketch, intrusive thoughts of like you giving birth and every kid is just a demonic child that tries to tear apart your family.
Yeah, I'm scared of that. What if I birth the next like
That's always interesting to think about. Like, what if you birth the next like serial killer or like,
yeah. And what if you didn't even like abuse them or anything? You just gave them normal trauma and they just popped out a serial killer.
that always terrifies me when you see like the sociopathic kids. like in TV shows
that
and
have no
stuff.
emotion.
Yeah, and then they're just kind of like evil. What would you do if your kid was just evil?
Dude, I would drown it.
No, that's why people do it in the movies.
I think that's the right choice. Some people don't deserve to be alive.
All right. We're going into some
Eugenics.
tough territory here.
All right, we'll reel it back.
I had people write in to tell us horror secrets for the pod. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Someone said, take semen enhancement subs to ensure you can fuck multiple women all week and not have to worry about a flag that comes out and says, bang.
You take what?
Semen enhancement supplements that allow you to fuck multiple women all week.
How old is this?
So that you don't like shoot blanks, essentially.
He
So
doesn't want to shoot blank?
He wants to be able to fuck multiple women and not them be like, why do you have no cum left?
Oh.
So he's like, to ensure you have enough cum to fuck the amount of broads you want to.
Okay.
Take semen enhancement supplements.
Is this someone we know?
Yeah. Okay. Next one. One time I went to go check the extinguishers at an apartment complex, and the manager ended up giving me the most aggressive head I've ever received in my life. I came soft, and then she signed the paperwork and told me to have a nice day. The entire interaction, from first telling her my name to leaving, was under 10 minutes.
That's the best like apartment management timing I've ever heard. I've never seen a complex work that fast.
Where's the lease? Let me sign up.
Yeah, I'm in. I will sign immediately.
I know. Free head. I don't need 2 months free. I just need some good
need
head.
10 minutes.
Tell me a horror secret for the pod. Someone goes, you want horror stories? I used to own a brothel. Let's talk. Oh, you know what? He's DM'd me. And I never opened it. Hold on. I don't know if he ever...
Did he ever send him?
That's what I'm going to go check. I remember seeing his name and the long list of people I have to respond to. And I got overwhelmed.
Yeah, sometimes you get overwhelmed and you gotta go.
I put up the money to start and operate a Midtown Manhattan lap dance room with private rooms for men to have sex with escorts. And I have stories. I also toured with rock bands, so I have those stories too.
Is he going to keep edging us or is he going to tell us the stories? Oh, you're responding. Okay, well, we'll come back to that next week.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we have him on. You know.
Do you have any other horror secrets? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do. Okay, tell me a horror secret for the pod. I came so close to making out with a married woman tonight, talking centimeters. She gave me her phone number and said, I hope I can trust you. Wonder what that meant. Been trying to behave in a more whore-like manner. That's the best I have right now.
Well, I gotta know, did you text her?
I guess
I
don't
need
know.
details.
God, someone goes, a horror secret. They wanted to know, do you eat it up when you pay for a prosty? Indeed, I do. I'm a lover, LOL. But you gotta be shower fresh, though.
I don't think shower fresh helps with chlamydia.
No. No, or any STDs.
No.
He eats the prostitutes' pussies.
That's crazy. They have products for that, so you don't get an STD.
Yeah.
They have latex underwear. Invest, my guy.
Ugh, gross. These people are whores. Well, if you have any other whore secrets, we'll share them here on Two Girls, One Blunt. Submit them in our DMs.
And we'll be disgusted, you sick fucks, the whole time, but we love it. Because we're not being slutty enough.
I know. I need to live vicariously through other sluts.
Yeah, I can't be a whore right now.
I used to be so fun and wild as a young adult, and it made for great stories.
Yeah,
and now it's like, oh, do you want to hear about what my cats did today? It's like when adults are like, all they have to talk about
Are their kids.
are their kids.
Yeah.
And you're like, you lost your personality.
The thing is, once you get chlamydia once, it kind of stops you from wanting to be a whore.
See, it took me 3 times. No, I think I've only had it twice. I always say 3 because I think that's like an easier number, but I think it's only twice.
Oh.
I can name them.
Well,
I can
that's
trace
good.
my chlamydia back
Yeah.
to the source.
Yeah, it's like you have a family tree for your STD. And I have a blank spot in my tree.
We should do a family tree, but it's all the guys we've slept with, and it starts with the first one and it branches down into like years.
And see if any of them are connected.
Yeah.
A couple of mine are.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba doo, baby.
I don't know if I have any horse secrets. I've not been a whore.
I did, for the first time, masturbate, and I thought of a woman.
Really? Who?
That doesn't matter. It's
Oh.
a part of the secret.
Okay.
Not you.
Well, yeah, I didn't think so.
No, like, well, you're safe. I'm kidding. I just winked at her. Yeah, I thought of a woman, and I came so hard.
Maybe you're gay.
And then I laid back and I go, oh, fuck, I think I'm gay. I go, that's why none of this is working.
Yeah,
but I
'cause you want a
really had like
lady.
a gay awakening after I came very hard. And I was like, wow, I've never felt this way.
Well, I think you should go kiss her.
She was made up.
Oh,
It was just a fantasy.
we'll go find her. Maybe she's a real person out there.
I get like a police sketch artist to
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is what they looked like in my dream. But yeah, and I'm
You
like,
could say
I go to TikTok. I go, I had a wet dream about this person. Do you exist?
Well, I was gonna say you could pretend that you bought like
A soulmate thing.
Etsy soulmate drawings. You'd be like, I found her. I dreamt of her.
I
And who
dreamt
is
of
she?
her. It's a
I
different kind of
dreamt
dream.
of her winking. I hope you find that lady.
Yeah, me too. But
I think-
also, I'm like, I thought about it after I was having like sex in my head, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gay. I was like, maybe I'm gay because I came to that, but then I was like, I don't know if I am. The desire that I feel with men, I don't feel with women.
I don't either.
Like I can turn it off.
Or maybe I just feel it with very rare people, and men are
Mhm.
more overt, so it's easier to
Mm.
get. Men are just easy.
You hear that?
Yeah.
You guys are easy.
I'm sorry, but you guys are. It's really easy to get a man. It's harder to keep him.
Yeah, it's easy to get them. It's hard to keep them.
Women are hard to get, easy to keep, and hard to get rid of.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. Just my gay awakening.
Just
It was a pretty big deal, you
You're
know.
gay.
But we can go to the next subject. No, I'm kidding.
No, I don't know. I've been talking on stage about being gay. Maybe art reflects life. Maybe I'm gay.
Or maybe we've been traumatized. And
By-
we're just hurt, so then we like think we want something else.
Yeah, but we really want
Men.
men.
I don't know.
I just gagged a little.
Why?
Because I remembered that I like men. That's so embarrassing for me.
You know, I don't know.
There's got to be some good ones out there.
There are. Somewhere.
You know what I've been noticing? A lot of
Maybe they're at the end of the rainbow.
yeah. Let's go to the rainbow. Slide down, take a trip to the good man town. Find our
I think we gotta go
gold.
to Europe.
Oh,
I think a week in Europe would make us feel
we
real
cure
good.
you. I'm down to go somewhere.
You want to go somewhere this summer?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right,
It's a plan.
let's do it.
Italy?
I could be down.
Or I could take you
You want to go back to Spain?
to Spain.
I've
I'll hit up Victor.
never been to Spain.
Victor.
Do you still have his number?
I think so. I have his Instagram. He watches my stories.
Okay. Oh, yeah, let's go somewhere. Will going somewhere help me? Or is that just me being like, okay, you need to focus here and lock in? And I'm trying to escape reality again. Son of a
But
bitch.
sometimes, like, maybe that's where we get creative juices. If you get too in work mode, I think it stunts my creativity. I have to live. I need to live a little. I need to
Mm.
enjoy it. I don't believe in this. If you don't hustle every night, like, you know, that you're not worthy. Suck my dick. I'm on my own path.
I'm forging my own journey.
Yeah, and sometimes that means going to Europe and letting a hot man eat your pussy for a little and going to the club and dancing on ecstasy so that you get your groove back.
I think I need to get my groove back.
You know? I'm just saying.
Trying to find a hot Italian man.
Euro trip 2G1B.
Okay. All right. Let's do something. We'll look after the pod. We already got high. I don't feel high.
We drank edible drinks and smoked.
Oh.
Yeah. I feel very high, but I also feel focused.
Feel locked in?
I feel locked in. I figured we could do a segment where it was like videos of the week, like our favorite funny videos or things or like whatever, and we play it for
Because we
everybody.
consume so much content. We might as well use it.
Yeah, we might as well like have it be like on the, you know what I mean? Kind of like how we did on Chase. So I thought this video was funny. It's a baby swinging and a baby swing on the back of a truck.
No way that's a real baby.
It has to be a baby.
No, it's got to be a doll.
Beverly,
Wait, he's getting closer.
No, it's not a real baby. It's not a real baby. It's not a real. Imagine if that was a baby.
But that was what they used to do back in like the 70s. That's what I picture when I think of child safety in the 70s.
And you know, the 70s was such a better place.
It was?
I don't know.
We had drugs at least.
I just imagine how many accidents that's caused.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How many
All
accidents?
the looky-loos.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
You're so funny.
You're so funny. Thanks. One time my mom didn't pay her drug dealer and he stopped my bus when I was in kindergarten and said he was my mom's friend. And I lived at his house for 3 days while he fed me grilled cheese sandwiches until she paid him back.
It sounds like she got free babysitting and a 0 interest loan.
Yeah.
So win-win for mom.
Yeah, win-win for mom.
She's doing great.
Yeah, it sounds like she's doing pretty good. She got some humor out of it.
Business acumen. You know?
Yeah. I just thought everyone should know that this is a painting of Roland the farter. He was a jester that farted for King Henry II. Yes, that was his only act.
Well,
to fart for the king.
Pull up the TikTok I sent you because I went in the comments and they were like, "That's not even Roland. That's Roland."
Okay, hold on.
Roland the farter actual face reveal.
Okay, so it's JJ Lieberman.
It's JJ Lieberman. That's who's farting for the king.
Do you hear this noise?
That's what I picture goes on in JJ's head at all times. You're a king and you hire somebody to toot for you?
Some people are into farting. I got offered to fart in a face for 10 grand.
What king was it?
King Henry II.
Of England?
Yeah. I don't know. I said yes. So it's King Henry II, so I'm assuming that's England.
Yeah, that sounds like England.
Yeah, I said yes, like I knew what I was talking
that
about.
makes sense. All the inbreeding's got to lead to fart kinks.
If you were gonna be a queen and you were gonna have like one person perform an act like that, and you could pick any act, what would it be?
It'd be a carpenter building shit and then taking it apart
In front of you?
building it again. Yeah.
Interesting.
Or like a lumberjack competition. They have to chop down trees in front of me.
I would have a masseuse. So
Massage you.
they would just constantly massage. I'd be like in a meeting for like the lands and being like, we're taking down this country, but I'd be like getting a massage the whole time. It would be all about living a soft life.
But if you had to choose a performer.
A performance?
Yeah. That is some weird kinky thing. As we said, like carpenter, something hot.
I would make all of the town's hottest men take their shirts off and chop wood for me.
So we're along the same veins.
Yeah. Yeah. It wouldn't be farting or they would just have to come in front of me. I would just be like, just masturbate and say my name when you come.
Or I'd make a dude do armpit farts whenever I said something funny.
He just has to, like, he only can respond in armpit farts.
Yeah. But they're armpit farts for emphasis. Like when I say something really queenly, you just go,
Hear ye, hear ye. We are going to kill this man for committing adultery.
dude, so good. We're going to war. 10,000 of you will die. One will come back. And that man will be raped.
Whoa. So you're living in a woman-run society.
Yeah, if I'm the queen, I think women should be in charge.
Okay. We make all the men handmaids. They're just our cum dumpsters. Or our cum
dumpers.
Our cum dumpers.
You want to be mommy's little cum dumper?
Ew, cum dumper.
Gross.
That's so gross.
Come dump me up, daddy.
That's how I dirty talk.
Ugh.
I'm gonna be like, I want you to dump your cum in my dumpster. I want the trash bag to come up and it be oozing with your cum at the bottom. So the whole time I drag it out of the house into the trash can, it accidentally hits my leg every time the trash bag sways because it's too heavy for me to carry.
I want it to leak, so I have to double bag it. Maybe even triple.
That's so gross. We're disgusting human beings.
Well, said it.
We don't get out enough. This is a product of not getting out enough.
No, we get out too much and we're around comics and we've lost the line. We've lost what's proper. We've lost who we are.
Speaking of people who lost who they are, this woman. Or did she find herself? Find out in 2 seconds. Pennsylvania woman arrested for launching explosive diarrhea out her rear end on another driver's car during road rage incident.
Can you tell us what happened?
The lady chased me. She chased me and I asked her not to attack me.
Talk shit, get hit.
The lady chased her in a car, and so she got out, bent over, and squirted explosive diarrhea all over her.
The fuck are you gonna do if
car.
someone's squirting at you? You're just gonna stand there and take it.
Is diarrhea a weapon? I think it is.
That's a biohazard.
That's a bioweapon.
That should be assault with a deadly weapon.
But also probably warranted.
She looks happy. She looked like she unleashed demons. She needed to get that out of her system.
Well, that goes back to my joke I'm working on. You take a shit and you get your personality back.
She did.
She found herself.
She did. She looks happy.
That's a woman. Honestly, that woman's a leader. I would trust that woman to have my back.
I wouldn't trust her to have my front, but I'd trust her to have my back.
I wouldn't trust her back, but I'd
trust her front.
But I'd have it.
Yeah. That's a woman you want in your corner, but you're not in hers. You can't be too involved with people like that.
She's a little too, like, we don't know if she's going to react like that to us.
Yeah.
But we call her in case of an emergency.
If someone shits on other people, they're going to shit on you at one point. How you get them is how you keep them.
Oh, that's so true, Emily. You're so wise. Therapy's really working.
It's really working. Come back and find out more about shit-related crimes on Two Girls, One Blunt.
I thought this was really funny. When gardening goes wrong. When your daughter books a condo for Mother's Day and forgets to mention there's a state canine conference here. Just watch this.
Chula Vista, we're here. Guess what else is here? Wisconsin State Conference for canines. I can't even deal. How in trouble am I?
You hear her high laugh in the background.
Yeah, she's so happy. Well, is weed legal in Wisconsin?
I don't know, but either way, that's
terrifying.
You're walking through your hotel, which you think is the safest place to have the weed.
And then there's German Shepherds everywhere.
And you're walking high.
I think I would just give it up. I would give it all up. I'd be like, here, take me away.
I would move hotels.
You already got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say there's bed bugs and then leave.
Oh, no. I think you need proof for that, Emily.
There's ways to fabricate the proof.
Yeah, let's do that at a police conference. They're gonna be like, hold on, let me call somebody, and it's an entire room, hundreds of cops.
And they sniff out, no, they're canines, they don't detect bed bugs, so I feel like we'd be fine.
Well, Texas banned weed, guys, so that's it for us, and we're going sober.
Yeah, we're not smoking weed anymore.
And it's been good knowing it.
We had a good 5-10 years with weed, and now, we live in a state where it's no longer accessible, and that's okay, and we will comply by all laws in all jurisdictions.
Amen. In Jesus' name.
In the Lord's name.
Oh, this is just like a funny thing some girl posted. She goes, if you guys ever feel embarrassed about your stalking, lurking mishaps, just know that I used to stalk my ex's mom on Facebook because she always posted a lot of pictures of him. So often, that I ended up getting a top fan badge for her page. And she screenshotted it and posted it to her page with the caption, "Wow, I just got my first Facebook fan. Thanks so much for your support." So it really could be worse.
It could be. That's the worst case scenario.
That's a rough one.
And you know, she was so happy when she got that. The mom had no idea, like didn't even understand why the girl was her top fan. She was just excited that she had a top fan.
But did you not meet the mom? Like, shouldn't the mom know your name?
Yeah, the mom had to have known her name if they were Facebook friends.
So the mom was just, some of these moms do this shit on purpose.
She's like, not my boy.
I have exes moms who still like keep in touch with me. And they have new girlfriends. If I was that new girlfriend, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, why does your mom still keep in contact with your ex?
Just trying to keep track, you know?
What does she have that I don't?
Her mom's love.
Miss that lady. All right, you got anything else for the rest of the episode?
This is all I got.
All right.
I'm on 1% on my phone. I gotta go.
So you know what to do.
This was fucking nice, guys. Thanks for joining us. Go fuck yourselves.
Oh, yeah, we never had my sister on either because it ended up just being a crazy weekend and we had no time.
Yeah, and she'll come back to Austin.
Yeah.
We'll get her on another time. Or we'll go to Boston. We'll figure it out. We know you guys want Tyler. We'll get Tyler.
Yeah, we'll get Tyler. Okay, guys. Leave a voicemail at 857-271-9663. Like, comment on YouTube. Subscribe. Do all the stuff. Engage with us on social media. Okay, so we can get better guests on for you.
Please tell us you love us. Leave us a 5-star review. Thank you so much. Bye.